Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's check. Okay. Like my audio is working. Oh, way to start. Okay. Nobody's here yet. Excellent. We'll wait for people to show up. I've changed everything on this and made it very difficult. Page. Kathy's here, Kathy's here, Lisa's here. Okay, all of a sudden you guys showed up and that was great. I was starting to get a little nervous because nobody was here. And then all of a sudden it's like I'm not seeing anything, I'm not seeing views. It's so weird. And everything is giving me warnings. But if you guys can hear me, that's good. And hopefully you can see what's going on. So, excellent, excellent. I am going to start out today by showing everybody where I am with my December daily. And then I know, it was all of a sudden, Kathy, it was like nobody's there. Like the YouTube is like nothing is showing me anything. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, people are commenting. I'm like, okay. Anyway. I am going to start out by showing you where I am with my December daily, maybe give you guys some inspiration on how to do December daily in a simpler fashion, because that's kind of what I'm working on this year. And then also, we're going to jump into doing the 52-week, the last sketch of the year, which is this sketch. It's a 12 by 12 sketch. So we're going to be doing that today. So I'm going to wait to see if anybody else pops in. We got a couple minutes. Tell me, how has your Christmas been? Who has gotten a crafty gift this year? Did anybody get crafty gifts? I will show you mine. Belle got me the two shape dies, the gingerbread man shape dies, and the nested dies from scrapbook.com. So these were two that I had been wanting to do. I'm probably going to get this out and play with this quite a bit. Super fun. And this is the postage stamp, but it has like a place to, it's also a Polaroid. So I thought those were cool. But that is what I got for Christmas from Belle. That was crafty. Did anyone else get any crafty gifts? Uh, Gift certificate to my little scrapbook store. That is the best. And some dies and embossing folders and a sit stand and a sit to stand desk for scrapbooking. I have a stand desk and I absolutely love it. It's the best thing ever. Okay, well, I show 10 o'clock. So we're going to go ahead and get started so that in case anybody joins in, I mean, distressed inks and stains. Ooh, also excellent, excellent, excellent. Love all those. Okay, so let me start by showing you where I am on my December daily. I do this every year just to kind of give people an idea of where I am and what I'm doing. I know Sarah also does December daily. So I think in some of her lives this year, she's been doing some December dailies. This is my first live in December because we have had a crazy December. Um, we went to my parents' house for Thanksgiving and then came straight back. I had to go to Canada for work. And then we went straight to Disney World. So I have been home not a lot. And then when we got home, we had everybody showed up at our house. So it's kind of a crazy December, which is really nice. It's been really nice. But here we go. Let me show you where I am. So normally I do the table of contents, and this is what Allie Edwards has done. I haven't decided, hey T, I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to write, if I'm going to stamp, if I'm going to print out on sticker paper, but I'm leaving it blank. I will come back and do the um, I will come back and do the table of contents. I also left this paper up for some reason, which is this bow paper, because I really liked it and I just haven't used it yet. Oh, here comes Belle. Belle is coming. Okay, we're starting with an overview of my December daily.
Oh, your December daily is so cute.
Thank you. And this year, for the reason why, I decided to do, I just for some reason, there was this Dear Santa paper. And the Dear Santa paper was in the prompt paper. And I just thought it would be a great idea for me to write my reason why as a letter to Santa. So, Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas in 2025 is a little peace and joy. You're going to see that peace and joy throughout this. Everybody saying hi, Belle.
Buddy, as soon
You
as
don't have to
mom's
scream.
done, sorry. As soon as mom's done, we can talk about Wicked, is what we're all here for.
Okay, as soon as I'm done talking and I start the page, you guys can all discuss Wicked 2 that Belle has seen and I haven't, and how you feel about it. So start putting your thing. Oh, my nails are so pretty. Thank
They are
you.
very pretty.
Oh, Nana's here. Mom's. Here's the thing. These are on an Etsy store where she does stickers that you can put on. They last about 2 weeks. Now, I did a ton of cooking, so this one's messed up, but there's a really good Etsy store, Maddie, that I really loved. Anyway, so I decided I would use, and I created a little pocket for it. And the this year's Allie Edwards stuff had a lot of Santa Clauses, and I normally avoid the Santa Clauses, but this year I just embraced the Santa Clauses. So that was my reason why. And then on the back of this, I just put "Let Your Heart Be Light, December 2025."
Very cute.
Now this was another one of the prompt papers that was an early start to Christmas is a secret to longer season of happiness. Many of the things you're gonna see in I oh, T's not going till Thursday to see it, so you can't talk
We
about
have to wait, Mrs. T.
Mrs. T. It's like Mr. T, but Mrs. T. um, so a lot of the things I am putting in my book happened before December. So I thought this was an appropriate kind of start to my book, an early start to Christmas, and I just used some of the sequence to kind of zhuzh that up.
Die Hard.
Now, I don't see Amy McLean on here. I don't know why she's not here, but I know we've had this discussion. Um, it is a Christmas movie to me. It is the Christmas tradition, and we watched it in November, and so I just thought, ho, 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 now Christmas can begin. Normally he says ho, 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 and now I have a machine gun, but I thought that was funny. This is kind of the iconic scene from Die Hard. I thought that
The
was
scene in the
start.
vent?
This is where he's in the vent. Yes,
That's an iconic scene from Die Hard?
that is the iconic scene from Die Hard. Yes,
The iconic
to
scene?
me, it's the iconic scene.
I feel like there's a lot more iconic scenes, but
Okay. Okay, well, that's the iconic scene. And then for story one, I did the story of John and I went to our local brewery and made wreaths. Um,
Zootopia 2 is also good, sorry.
Zootopia 2 is also amazing, Lisa. I think you're going to love it.
See what pin on? Can I show them?
Okay, you can show my pen. I need to get through this so we can start the page.
Look how cute it is. Look how cute Mom is. She has
Okay.
this cute little pin here.
My Zootopia 2 pen. I loved Zootopia 2. Lisa, if you've been listening to the podcast, you know that already. Um, anyway, so this was a story of making wreaths. So I used the wreath paper and then I cut circles out of the different pictures and did that. Now, here's what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm talking about making your December daily simple. I used some of the uh, page layouts, the pre-prepared layouts that you can get from uh, Ali Edwards, and I just put 4 pictures. Actually, I did 5 pictures. I put pictures together and did this, and this is one printed page. I added a few stars and stickers and some velvet, but this page was super simple to make. All online, just printed. So don't feel like you have to over try to do your December daily. You can get a lot of photos in. Then on the second and the third, I traveled to Canada, like I said, and it happened to be that storm that went through New York. And I did, as I was driving, I was taking pictures of my time getting longer and longer. And basically, it started by saying I was going to get there at 4. I ended up getting there at 5:40, so about almost 2 hours longer than it was supposed to take because I was driving in a snowstorm.
Sorry, I'm
These
just trying to show off that you
and I
have these
did have some
danglies.
danglies here. These shaker pockets are the snowflake sparkly bits from Scrappy Bits from Michelle. So I made half of these into the pockets, but I did that, and then I just did handwritten journaling on this side. And basically, I attached a 2x2, 6x8 pocket to a journal cards and did that in order to make this page. Day 4 was something that I had pre-made before the season
Look how cute this is.
and basically did 4 joyful things. And this is 4 new things for this year. I got some outdoor trees. I got my new gnome, Red Cup Day, which was a big deal. And we got new stockings. So that's 4 joyful things. Used tags, made flip ups, another kind of simple page. Day 5, I actually have a lot of story to tell. So this is going to be a multiple page layout. So story 5 is about going to see the Candlelight Processional at Epcot. So I have a large picture of the Candlelight Processional with this fa la la on the back of that 4. And then I have the Peace and Joy. And if you remember, that was one of the things I said, that Peace and Joy was going to be something you see a lot, just the transparency. And then I made another shaker pocket, this time with the different bits from Michelle, and I added in a little bit of gold. I typed my journaling up on sticker paper and put it on this 4x4 card. And then I just did some 4x6 and 4x4 pictures. This is one of the 4x6 cards from Ali Edwards. I hand wrote pray for and then did peace, which is embossed.
Good handwriting.
Joy is embossed to the world. Okay, that's a great thing. So what Belle just said is I have good handwriting. What I did is I found a font I liked. I printed it out the right size, and then I traced over the pray for and to the world so that I knew it would be neat. So I think I've already thrown it away. But if you're nervous, and this is the only version of this card I had one version, and I knew I wanted to handwrite and I knew I wanted to be cursive. I printed out the cursive on a piece of paper, taped this on top, and I traced. So it's not really my handwriting. And that was a tip that I saw somewhere, and it changed everything. Anyway, So that is that, and that's a really good tip. Thank you, Belle, for bringing that up. Day 6 is our White Christmas. Now, White Christmas is another thing we saw in November. For this, I used one of the envelopes and I have the frames and I have pulled out so you can see the different pictures of us going to see White Christmas. Once again, I typed up the journaling on sticker paper and stuck it on that card. I have the brochure or the pamphlet. What's it called? I don't know.
Brochure.
The brochure from
Pamphlet? It would be pamphlet. You were correct the second time.
yeah,
Brochure is for like if you want to go to a place.
yeah. So I have that in there. And then on the back, I have a big picture. So this was also kind of super easy. And then finally, the last page I've gotten to is day 7, and this is for all of the Christmas storytellers at Epcot.
Disney.
Again, I have a story about them. I have their little words with a picture of them. So I have the sign they have and the picture, and I used so this is just printing pictures to 3x4. I hand wrote journaling. I made flip ups. I did attach a few stickers and a few tabs. For these flip ups on the back side, I simply scored the photo and added a red line tape so that it still acts as a flip up, even though it can't go in the pocket. So this was, like I said, this didn't take me that long. It's just 3x4 photos. So you don't have to make your December daily super complicated to get the story in. And this one I had so many photos, I knew I needed to use a page protector. Anyway, that is where I am. I am up to story 7. I have a few more stories printed out. I have kind of an idea of some other stories.
This is so cute, Mommy.
Thank you. But this is where I am, and hopefully I'm hoping that I will finish it this next week. That's what I usually do, is get it finished before January. So can you put this underneath there's a spot for it. Do you see the spot for it? And it doesn't go in all the way because it's long. Hey, but what are we doing today? Today,
I love this paper.
in
It
the
has your favorite thing in it.
it does have my favorite thing in it. In the 52-week challenge, the very last sketch for 2025, Michelle created this sketch. And this is a 3x4 photos with a kind of a solid background and some tags. So we are going to be doing the 4 photos of when we met at the Merry Christmas party, Mickey and Minnie. And we're going to be using, and I put a link for it in the event.
They're quite short.
They're short. They are short on purpose.
Okay.
So there is, in order to be a friend of a character, there are height requirements for different characters, and every character has a different set of height requirements. And like Goofy has to be tall, Pluto has to be tall, Daisy, Donald, Mickey, and Minnie are short. So
that was a thing. I knew like a lot of I know a lot of times it's girls who play a lot of the characters because they have to be short. I knew that was a thing.
But in case other people are listening, they're friends of the characters.
Friends of the characters have to be short.
Thank you.
And are usually ladies.
Anyway, but so we're gonna do this wonderful Say Cheese Classic Mouse Christmas. I'm excited about using this. I haven't used it yet. And then I did find, to replicate the tags, one of my older Christmas collections from Ali Edwards had some really cool banners that we're going to cut to make these banners, because I don't want to waste this paper unless I have to. So we're going to do that. But that's our plan. So can I show you? Oh, every year I do a review of my finished product on my YouTube channel for the December Daily. I will probably record a version of what I just went through for my December Daily today and do that. But yes, I will definitely do it.
I love that paper. Like this.
I do too. I like that and that.
I don't know if it'll look good, but I believe in you.
Thank you, Belle. We do need something that has kind of a solid pattern. And but see, that's on the back of this.
I always love that type of paper where it's like a sort of newspapery paper, but it's like I never know what to actually use it for. Does that make sense? Because
it does make sense. I will probably never use Steamboat Willie Christmas. He's not my jam. So I could use the black, and I think that would really make it pop. So we'll probably go to black, and then, oh, I'm tempted to use the plaid on it, but that might be too much. Yeah, that's too much. The green, I kind of really want a red. Let's see what they have in the red. This is tags.
Tags on both sides.
A mint. If you haven't seen this paper, I can show it to you in a second. We're looking for red though. I think the only red they had was.
Ha ha ha, very funny, Pop.
I'm waiting
Okay,
for flannel paper.
that's an inside joke with our family because we did a Hallmark Christmas movie bingo and we watched a whole movie. It was called Christmas Spirit and it was based in Scotland. And none of these people who were Scottish, like, and I'm talking about none of the extras even, like, nobody there was wearing a flannel shirt. It was absolutely insanity. Like, come on. We know this thing wasn't actually shot in Scotland, you know, but I don't actually know if that's true or not. They did have some scenes that looked like it could have been.
Was shot in or near Scotland.
I'm sure they had like a few days and then they came back and shot a lot of the interiors on a set. Is what it's giving to me. But who knows? Hallmark has the budget to do what they want, so.
Hallmark does have the budget to do what they want. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the red, this red, and although it's music notes, you can't really tell that.
I love a music note.
And we're gonna do these pictures and on the black, and that's gonna be the base of the page. So we're gonna go ahead and get that started. Belle, you may talk about Wicked now because
Okay.
T said she was willing to listen.
Okay, so I know, like if you guys don't know, so I'm gonna assume T knows like the two boy spoilers is what I think I'm referring to, like the spoilers with Bach and our boy Fiyero. We know that, right? Of course we do. Um, uh, okay, so first of all, I personally loved it. I think a lot of people who went into the first one, although like touches on lots of the themes. Like, okay, thank you. Okay, so the first one touches on a lot of themes, but to me it's like a lot more child friendly. It's a lot more pop, pop, pop. So if you're going into the second one expecting it to be like of a similar tone, I would say you might come out of it disappointed. But I think since I knew that it was going to be the darker in quotes story, um of the two films, I was like, I'm down to clown. I absolutely loved it. It was absolutely great. The costumes were beautiful. Like the acting is great. It goes by so much faster. So that's a big plus for this one. I think it's just because they have so many plot beats they have to get through. Where the first one, it felt like you were sitting in a like 2.5 hour movie. This one was like, oh, that was 2.5 hours we just spent. Like, oh, that went by so fast. Um, and like, of course, Cynthia Erivo does great. She's such a great singer. We can't get that enough. I will say the two songs they add, which I'm not gonna spoil them, I personally don't really think they needed to be there, especially Ariana Grande's song. And I understand adding a song for Ariana Grande, but at the same time, I was like, did we really need a song with her being like, it's really, maybe I shouldn't have been supporting this man. That's like basically her song. Um, but it's just like, okay, very pretty to listen to, but I don't think it helps the story. But it's a beautiful thing to watch. See, that's what I think. That's 100% why they did it. And I think Cynthia Erivo's song is probably going to get it, No Way Home, just because it's Cynthia Erivo, and I think she's saying that beautifully. Um, and they better get, like, I don't know. I just feel like she better get nominated and get an Oscar because I would be personally very mad if they didn't. Or like maybe this is why I'm harsh on Girl with a Bubble, where it's like I'm worried that they might give it to Ariana Grande. And no offense, she's a wonderful lady. I love her. She's perfect for the role. She did absolutely great. beautiful, can't give her enough flowers. At the same time, I'm like, it better go to Cynthia Erivo or I will be very mad.
So if you guys needed to know more information about Wicked, you can always.
I'm not done.
Oh wait, she's
I
not
haven't
done.
even talked about Jonathan Bailey and
Sorry, I
his cute
apologize.
little
Okay,
face.
well, let me take a wicked break. A
Okay.
wicked break. So what I did is I cut these photos out to 3x4. I lined them up. And what you can see that I didn't really do is there is a black line around all these, and I just decided not to do that. I'm just putting the photos directly on here because a 3x4 photo takes up the whole time. And then we're going to cut, because I want to save as much of this paper as physically possible, we're just going to cut 1/2 inch strips to put on either side of the photos. So that's what I'm going to do now. Go, Belle. Go.
Okay. Anyway, the other thing, the costumes were great. They got to focus on a lot more of like her, which is like what you can do in a movie that you can't in the musical, like her powers and being able to do stuff. They also added in a lot more scenes with Elphaba and Glinda, which I think was very much needed. Because in the musical, they sort of don't have time for them to interact outside of like the house falling situation, and so that leaves it very awkward. But this, it's like they have more time to meet up and talk. And she's also there because Jeff Goldblum can't sing for Wonderful, which is
Oh,
I personally love her there, mostly because they sort of needed her because Goldblum can't sing. One of my biggest pet peeves is that it should not have been Jeff Goldblum or
Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh because they can't sing. Again, if you're spending millions of dollars on a movie musical, the people who can sing should get the role. But I love that she was there, and also it makes more sense for her to like be, Elphaba. It makes more sense that Elphaba would be teetering on the side of like maybe I should just join the wizard at that point, because it's like her best friend is there. And so that makes more sense than her being like, oh, yes, this old man that I said I hated, now I'm teetering after a year of doing whatever I was doing. And so that makes more sense. I think the body horror of both of the boys makes so much, like, it's so, like, if I told my grandmother this, so I was like, if Bach has zero haters, then I am dead. But at the same time, it's so understandable that Bach is so mad and, like, is, like, so ready to, go after her. I'm like, it's one thing, sorry for spoilers for people who haven't seen it. It's one thing to be turned into a Tin Man. It's another thing entirely to be like, have a cone stuck to your head forever. You didn't need to do that. You didn't need to make fun of me like that. Have a cone stuck to my head forever. That's sad.
Well, I mean, I think the body horror in the movie is much easier to do than in the musical.
Yes, 110%. Um, and
Okay,
then
wicked break, wicked break. I am now fussy cutting all of these tags. I'm choosing them based on the ones that go the right direction. There are some that have words I can use, like remembering Christmas wishes and tis the season. Some like highs and lows and Christmas Day don't apply. So I'm gonna fussy cut the three that have the words I can use, and then I'm gonna pick colors. It just so happens that the colors of this collection meet the same colors of the collection of the Disney, so it worked out. Okay, back to you.
yes. Um, what else was I? Oh, let me just finish it
She
up.
says they have to have names. Remember Russell Crowe and Les Mis. Oh, Russell Crowe and Les Mis that was a questionable choice.
Yes.
But I think he only got like and I'm gonna call it the sing talking.
Yes.
Like they gave him the song that was a
Like,
sing
and
talking.
here's also the thing. I think he also got hit with the fact that, because I know all of them were very mad about the fact that they had to keep singing over and over again with like no breaks or anything. And so I know a lot of them ended up losing their voices. Because later on, we ended up, like, he did another performance of that song live. And like, he did it great. Like, was he like the best singer?
On the Oscars.
Yes. Was he the best singer ever? No, but it was like leagues better than the movie. And it's just like, in my opinion, like if you look at the behind the scenes of Les Mis, it's just like all the actors being like, I can't believe they're making us do it like this in the worst way possible, making us sing for hours on end, which is like some of the hardest songs to sing. And I'm just like, again, I agree. Probably Russell Crowe should not have been on that part, but at the same time, it's like they did not do that man any favors.
No, they didn't.
What else?
Dad loves the fussy cutting. Thanks,
Okay,
Dad. I
let me
love
talk
fussy cutting.
about Fierro real quick.
Dr. Fierro, Jonathan Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey did good. My only criticism, which is the same criticism I have for the musical, I understand she sings No Good Deeds after that, and then she's like, F this, I'm out of here. At the same time, it's very much like, you know, as soon as she gets like word that her boyfriend is alive, she's like, actually, I know I was sitting here being like, I'm gonna be a healthy animals and save the world or whatever, but I realized I'm dating Jonathan Bailey, and so I'm just gonna peace out. Bye. And I'm just like, okay, you know, that's not really character development, but that is what it is.
It's not really character
I
development.
too, if I was dating Jonathan Bailey, would also run away into the desert, never to be seen again. Um, so that's like my one critique of the movie, but besides
That's the
that,
core plot. I mean, that's not.
yes, I know. And it's like about like the blah 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 blah. Anyway, so thank you for listening to my Wicked rant. Sorry if I spoiled it for some people.
I think at this point, it's people should probably know. Okay, so we are just fussy cutting out banners. That's going to take a while. So in the chat, what else is going on? I know mom and dad are at an airport waiting. Oh,
Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan in
Yeah,
Mamma Mia.
that's a 0 out of 10. He was a good actor.
That is inexcusable. That's an
It is
inexcusable. You do need to watch Wicked, Lisa, because Belle makes me like Wicked more than I liked Wicked. Like I liked Wicked, but I love Wicked when I watch it with Belle. I went with Belle to watch it in the theater. Also we went to see Fantastic Four in the theater, which was also good, and people didn't like that.
There's going to be a Mamma Mia 3 apparently.
I'm in for all Mamma Mias.
Me too.
Mamma Mia is my favorite. So the funny thing that happened to me this year, how many of you do that Spotify thing where Spotify like gives you the year in review? I don't know if anybody else did that.
Yes.
So I did it, and then it gave me my year in review. And first of all, I have according to my listening habits, I am 68. I'm a 68-year-old woman. And in case you guys want to know, I'm one of ABBA's biggest fans.
Wow, as you should be.
As I should be. That's how often I listen to the Mamma Mia soundtrack in all its forms. It's on my rotation. I love it so much. Whenever I'm on a plane, Mamma Mia is my go-to film to watch. So I love it a lot.
Well, ABBA just has good music. I was not doing it like ever. I was just doing it. Those little, they're Swedish, right?
Yeah, they're Swedish. Swedish or Finnish? Belle cracks, yes. Belle does crack us all up.
I know. Mamma Mia is so good too. Yeah, but Pierce Brosnan is like
all of the men in that. All of the older men. Skarsgård, Skarsgård should not have been in there.
The guy that I love,
Colin Firth.
Colin Firth, he was not a good singer, but I think since it's Colin Firth, he can get away with it the way the other ones can't.
That's probably true.
Because he was just so cute. Like, I wouldn't want it to be anybody but Colin Firth, but I think that's just because I'm biased towards Colin Firth.
Well, anybody that's seen Pride and Prejudice would be biased towards Colin Firth.
Yes.
I think that's another like hot take. My favorite Pride and Prejudice will always be the 6-hour miniseries with Colin Firth.
No issue. What an underrated movie is the first Kingsman.
Oh, the first Kingsman is also an underrated film.
I know. People don't talk about it enough. I heard somebody say, well, Colin Firth isn't an action star. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I agree, Belle. I agree. I'm missing one of my... Oh, there it is. Christmas wishes. Anyway, so we are just going to fuss. This is still going to take me a while. This is a lot of banners to have to... I'm going to have to talk to Michelle about
Speaking of which, the new Bridgerton is about to come out.
The new Bridgerton's about to come out. I know T is excited about that.
I know. I'm excited.
I didn't know you loved Bridgerton as much.
I like it. I think I'm not as in touch with it as the other girlies are. But like I like it because I love a spectacle, which is why I love Bridgerton. I love that. I think I like the idea of Bridgerton more than I like the show itself. Because the show itself is like Gossip Girl, but it's so beautiful. It's so shot. You can tell they're just letting the artists and the actors go ham, and they're like, it's also like romance, which is being treated like it should be, which is like so seriously. And like it's so great, and the costumes are beautiful, and you can tell like, they actually care about like what they're doing, even though it could have been minimized down to silly little romance. Anyway, so I like
Okay,
Bridgerton.
T likes Bridgerton, and she was also like, "What did I hell did I just watch when I saw The Kingsman?" I
Oh,
don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, T.
that's fair. I mean, it was a bit of a again, I think I'm just a hot Colin Firth stan. So it's like, I'm like international weird spies that don't really make sense. Whatever, Colin Firth is on screen and he's doing shenanigans.
That's right, Colin for shenanigans, can't beat it.
I'm a simple woman.
You are a simple woman. Love Bridgerton. Nana loves Bridgerton. So
I know, I
I
talked to Nana about Bridgerton.
I liked Bridgerton. I missed like the second season. Then I went back and did a watch of it, and I was like, oh, this is really good.
I know.
I like all the accents. I like the people. I like the second season. Is that Jonathan Bailey's
Yeah,
season?
that's Jonathan Bailey's
I
season.
like Jonathan Bailey's season the most, I think.
I think everybody does. Well, I think the third season they sort of dropped that's rude to say. I think they dropped the ball a bit.
I think they dropped the ball.
Because I think they didn't like prolong or like make it so that Colin had to grovel a bit more. Because
No, I'm
like
like, why
I
are
was
you
saying,
so upset that she's the Bridgerton? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Of course, it doesn't matter. Like she's ruining everybody.
I
I was like,
know
she's making money. She's saving things. Get over yourself.
yourself.
See,
And then it's like the whole thing with like she was with the other guy for a bit, and I was like, they're perfect for each other. Like, it should be a situation where it's like, you should be rooting for the other guy. But I was sitting there like, yeah, but this guy is so good for her, and the dude doesn't grovel or like change enough for him not to be good at like. And so I was like, they should have changed that
I
up a
just need
bit.
two more. Let's see. What
Um,
color do we want? We want a pink. Maybe this pink green will be perfect.
yes. But like I love like I think she was beautiful. That's what I think. I was like, I'm happy that she's there and that she looks so cute in all of her
Have you
outfits.
seen Dairy Girls?
I know, but I need to because I know
That's where I learned her, saw her the first in. Go see the new Avatar in the theater. Not sure I want to sit. Oh no, no,
no.
no, no, no. We're not Avatar people in this household, but we're certainly not 3 hour Avatar people.
I know. I don't know, like, because the first Avatar is Pocahontas. I'm sorry.
No, it's Fern Gully.
It's Fern, that is more correct. It's 110% Fern Gully. It's
Avatar is just Fern Gully live action. It's live action
Fern
Fern Gully.
Gully.
And not as well done. And then the second Avatar is like never watched it because I refused.
I know.
I'm like it's the one like quote unquote Disney franchise that I just don't get.
I don't get it. It's so long and it's like I
So
can't name you a character. The guy is probably his name is probably John Smith because he's so boring. I don't care. I don't want to care. Like I understand because like the first Avatar, like let's get real here, was made for that VFX studio to have a good demo reel was what it was, so that they could show studios, look at how crazy of the things we can do, and they just needed a buttload of money so that they can make their long demo reel. And now I know it's groundbreaking and beautiful. But see, I understand why people like it. I'm not saying if you like it,
no, T, that's exactly what Fern Gully was about. The
it
connection of the
is
earth and the spirits. I'm not saying the concept is bad.
And
I'm
this
just
one doesn't
saying
even have Tim, what's his face?
they stole it from Fern Gully.
Who's our boy? Tim Curry. This one doesn't even have Tim Curry in it.
And Fern Gully has
It's
Tim
Tim
Curry.
Curry. And he plays a sexy blob of oil. I think.
I don't think Tim Curry's in
I
Fern
know
Gully.
he played the organ in the Belle Christmas movie.
Oh, that's true. He did play the organ in the Belle Christmas movie.
Who played?
Where does Belle and Clue intersect? The Belle Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm. Played the oil in Fern Gully.
Okay. Now here's the thing that I'm doing that's going to stress me out later is I'm putting these
It
down.
was, and his name is Hexus.
Okay,
And
so
he's the
she's
spirit
correct.
of the last rainforest.
So Tim Curry was in Fern Gully, which I'm impressed because I don't think I knew that, Belle. So that was really impressive. Okay.
We watched it. Don't worry, guys. We watched it. While Christmas was happening, we watched Benoit Blanc 3 times. Our boy. At least I did.
You did watch it 3 times.
Yes. Wake Up Dead Man. Great. Love the movie. So good. It's so good. I loved it. I was telling somebody this. I think it's a worse mystery, but like a better story overall. And it's a lot more personal. Like if you didn't like the jokiness of the second Knives Out, then like I wouldn't be scared because they don't go into jokey. Like it is funny and it still has that humor to it. Like, but it's a lot less of like because the second one was more of like a parody of a murder mystery, like with a lot of exaggerated characters that are more representations of like real life people or, characters. Well, this one is like a lot more grounded and the characters felt like a lot more like tangible. Um, and like it just is a beautiful story,
Oh no.
that
Okay.
is like I think so respectful to like,
Religion.
religion. Um,
If you haven't watched it because you're scared about the take on religion,
religion.
it's very respectful.
Full.
Particularly if you are Catholic, it's very respectful of the Catholic Church.
Yes. Um, and it's so good. Um, and I think all the actors are like, bless you.
Time for a refill. That's right. Time for a refill.
I think all the actors were so great. The guy who plays the main character, Judd, like, is so, I think he makes the movie in a lot of ways. And the movie is mostly him. And he just makes it, and he just is like,
And he was Charles in the Crown.
and he was also in Challengers, if you've seen that movie. Um, Daniel
Daniel
Craig,
Craig doesn't sting. That's excellent. That's a true story, Dad. Daniel Craig doesn't sing. Really does make it the movie.
I know, but Daniel Craig does well, but Daniel Craig is going to do well. I think most of these movies are just because Daniel Craig wants to do them. And you can tell he's super enjoying himself the whole time. Young Charles in The Crown, right?
Young Charles in the Crown. Correct.
Yes.
Young Charles in the Crown. And he's grown up quite a bit from that, but also you can still he's just such a good actor. I really enjoyed this movie more than I thought I would even because I did not love the
Glass Onion.
Glass Onion that much. I mean, I didn't dislike it, but Glass Onion was not as exciting to me. But I also just don't like Edward Norton, and I don't like David Batista. So that's kind of part of the problems. And they were the and I know this is I don't like Catherine or
Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson. I don't know why. She just irritates me.
But yeah, and everybody in this was great. You had Andrew Scott. Like my only criticism is like they had so many good actors that I wish they did more with the actors they had.
Yeah, like Kerry Washington, and she basically said she had one monologue. All of the actors had like one monologue, but also like all these actors, if you like talk to them later, they were just excited to be there. Like
Yeah,
they didn't really care.
I know. It's like you had so many great actors that I was just like, I wish they did more with them. Like again, they had Kerry Washington, they had Hawkeye, I forgot his real name.
Jeremy Renner, they
Jeremy
Hawkeye,
Renner.
which is really important.
I that's literally what I called him when I was like in my brain when I'm like, okay, so
Hawkeye?
Hawkeye was there, this was doing here. Um, oh yes, and she was so Glenn Close was phenomenal. Um, who else is there? Who's the there's like so many dudes there.
Josh Brolin.
Yes.
So they had Thanos.
Yes.
They have Thanos and Hawkeye.
Yes.
Very exciting.
I know they're getting those Marvel characters. They're like, if you're from Marvel, please come over here. We will give you a quirky thing to do. But it was so great. Um,
We're close, guys. We're close. Jessica, you cracked me up. Why did I crack you? What did I do? Okay. Okay, we're very close, guys. We're very close. Look at this. This is going to be the longest part of making this is these banners, and I'm just going to say
This is why we're talking about
that's
movies.
why we're talking about movies. But if
Oh,
you're doing this and you wanted to do it easier, you could punch out a design and put it over there, or you could find a pre-done paper. So, or you could use ribbons. There's a lot of things you could do that you didn't require you to fussy cut and individually put these down. So just think about that. If you're looking at this and going, there's no way I don't have that kind of time. So anyway, continue, Belle. Sorry.
Anyway, and it's so much more beautiful. I think. Well, the first one is very beautiful and it's very set up, but again, the second one, um, uh, is a lot more. Like, I just don't think it had the beauty. Like, this one was so beautiful just to look at visually too.
It was. It was a good. It was just a good movie. I really
Yes.
enjoyed this one. I enjoyed and I enjoyed the first one. I watched the first one a bunch of times. I can't rewatch Glass Onion. I just can't even
I've
do it.
watched it twice, but mostly just for the actress that's in there. I can't remember her name. But I watched it mostly for her because she was wonderful.
Yeah, I mean,
She made that movie, in my opinion.
there's a lot of good people in it. I just don't. It's just not my jam.
I know. But this one was so good. I hope they make another one.
Well, it's supposed to always have been a trilogy, so I don't think so. But
No, I haven't. I heard that it was bad. I was sort of looking forward to it because that one has a lot of good actors in it. It has what's her name? Sarah. She was an American Horror Story and a bunch of other
she's
things.
married to Holland Taylor,
Yes.
Sarah Paulson.
Paulson. It had Sarah Paulson in it, who I really like always, and like a few like other good actors and
Okay,
actresses. But
time
then
for a break, Belle. In just a second, because we gotta pick. We gotta pick titles and we gotta pick doodads.
gosh, that's so cute.
No.
And then like see, yeah, that's what I heard is that it's not great.
Okay, we have. Oh, I do love It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Oh, I think I'm gonna get that up.
And it's also made by the guy who does Glee. And like, Glee, although it's like a weird thing, I think that he just has a certain time.
Okay, so for those of you that know, maybe some of you don't know, this is a uh Magic Kingdom or Walt Disney World is the most magical place on earth, and Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. So it's very important if you do the um when you do Disney World pictures, you use magic. It's very exciting.
I don't think most people would, it is very important. I'll let you have that.
You'll let me have that? Thank
I'll
you.
let you have that. And I won't talk about the fact that, like, most people don't really go to Magic Kingdom or, Magic Land a lot as much
Okay,
as you
okay, okay.
do
I'm getting
for
a
it to
little.
really make important.
Okay. We're going to look to see. So one of the things they have down here is this little tree. So we're going to look to see if there's anything that's big that we want to use in the bottom right here.
The trees are cute.
Well, yes, those trees are cute, but they're not.
I was just saying a fact. Oh, look how cute these are.
I kind of like the Mouse and Co. It's cute. And then I do like, oh, I kind of like Mickey and Minnie.
Wait, how did it? Oh, Mickey. That's not close at all.
Okay, let's just see.
Can I do it? What impressions can I do? Oh boy.
We have hearts. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And then we have the snowflakes that we'll keep out. Okay, thank you, Belle. That is lovely. Thank you, Belle. Do you see what I'm dealing with here? They might have smaller Mickey and Minnie in this one. That might be better.
And when my Donald choking is not a good impression for you.
Hot
Hot dog. That's pretty good.
dog, that was pretty good. So this is cute with the little, oh, I like that. With the little mistletoe. Okay, maybe I'll do those two with the mistletoe and not the Mouse and Co. I think I saw another wreath in my Holly Jolly.
Smaller would look better. God. I always love banners, but then it's never like a banner is never
There's a
like
Christmas
the
tree.
perfect size for what I want to do, and then it always bugs me. And I'm like, I could cut it, but then I know if I cut it, it'll look ugly. Ugh.
It is rough, Belle. It's rough. Sometimes it's a rough, rough life. Okay, let's leave all of this stuff out that we might use. Basically, I like to go through the die cut packs and find stuff that I might use and then put everything else away so that I have a less of stuff to kind of dig through. So I don't want to have to dig through everything. I want to have a less amount of stuff that I'm going through. And then when I am looking at it, so I do have this too. Maybe this will tell. Then when I'm listening to it, I kind of like magic and joy, and I might just have to find an and. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Magic and joy. And
See, Miss T understands my struggle with banners.
the banners are stressful. I'm not saying they're not. You Jingle Bell Rock.
Oh, that's cute.
Thank you. Merry Magic. Okay. Merry Christmas. And the other thing is to just to bear in mind is I'm going to be doing a full 6x8 album using this collection of the whole trip. This is just going to be one page that I'm putting in my 12x12, but I'm going to be doing a whole 6x8 album, so I don't want to use up everything.
Have you so?
Right now, because I know that I'm going to come back to it. Okay, come on, fit in there.
It'd be pretty difficult to stick all the stuff on there, though.
It would be.
For you. I feel like you could do it.
Thank you, Bill. I probably could stick more stuff on there than I should. Let's put these over there. Okay. That
Are you
I
going?
will do the video of the 6x8 album once I get it together.
I need my glasses.
Okay.
Scooby Doo is not Disney, or it's not.
What?
No, that is
Scooby Doo is Universal.
yes, that is correct. I was about to be like, I think we own that NBC.
We do own that.
I know. Are you guys excited for the Olympics? I know you are. It's happening in 2 months. I know nobody else but me cares, but I care.
Everybody cares, Bill.
Well, it's the Winter Olympics. Nobody really cares. The Americans don't do well.
Okay, so Belle,
Yes, ma'am. How can I help?
in over there in the next to the stickers that are on that ringy ring,
Yes.
pull that out. Find a white ampersand.
Figure 8, right?
One that looks like
Figure 8.
an and sign.
Yes. We have.
Magic. I could use, it might not have to be white. Have I used all the ands?
I think you used all the and.
Oh no. Okay, so then let's see if that color would work.
Light blue?
I don't think so. Do they have a red? Is there a red ampersand in there?
Probably, definitely, yes.
Yes, okay. Give me the red ampersand. So magic and joy. And I'm gonna pop this joy up on foam tape.
This is such a practical way to do this.
Thank you. If I can find my foam tape. I don't know. Oh, there it is.
A red ampersand for you, Mama.
Gonna grab
In your
it.
time of need, you have gotten a red ampersand.
Thank you. And my time of need, I got a red ampersand. You mean I'll put those back?
Look at this to admire how practical my mommy is. Ooh.
They've seen this before.
Oh, okay.
I use that quite a bit.
Okay, I was telling you then how smart you and beautiful you were.
How smart and beautiful I am? Thank you, Belle. I enjoy being smart and beautiful. Okay, so now we're gonna pop up this Joy on foam.
It's in February, so February 6th through the 22nd, I am pretty sure. And it's the Winter Olympics. It's happening in Milan. It'll be pretty exciting. I think our hockey team is supposed to do decent. Our women's hockey team is going to do good. I don't know about our figure skaters this year, if we have anybody actually in the running. Michaela Schifrin is going to be there, and this will be like her last little run through. Um,
Oh, we gotta speed this up, Belle. Speed it up.
I know you're actually going slow this time.
Well, it took forever to do those
Whatchamacallits.
banners.
I know, those took twice as long as we thought they would. And by we, I mean you, but
Thank you, Belle.
I probably should have helped you. I probably could have helped you, but I was
No,
busy.
it's okay. You were busy talking about Wicked, so you didn't have time to help me.
I know. But yes, Michaela Schifrin is supposed to do really well, and this will be like her last Olympics, but she's sort of been cursed. And by that, I mean she did win one gold in the giant slalom, ironically, not her event, but she won gold in that, but then failed the slalom, which is her event, which makes sense to nobody here but me. And that was in not Beijing, but the one before that, Pyeongchang, she won that. And then Beijing, she completely failed and like was jinxed out of it. And so like people that aren't really holding hope out for her because she tends to like choke at the Olympics, which is fair enough. Like she's won every single event this year for the World Cup tour, like the Alpine World Cup tour. But you know, as soon as you get to the whatchamacallit, then you'll fail course. And what else is going on? I don't think we have any snowboarders, but the snowboarders are always like babies, so it's like you don't know until they get there. You know, like who is the new 16-year-old we're supposed to care about? I mean, we do care about them. Um, who else? Curling, mixed curling is an under. If you want to watch something, I would recommend watching mixed curling. What I would do is follow a team. Don't choose the Americans because they're bored. I don't know if America does qualify, but I think they're a married couple, so they're not as fun. Find some of the ones that are like very drama, like because sometimes they just choose the two best people, as they should, for who they're going to do for mixed curling. So mixed curling is one boy, one girl for curling, right? And that's the one where you do shuffleboard but with on ice, right? Um, and what's really funny is that you can hear them arguing at each other while they're doing it. And it's so funny and like so great. And you get to actually spend time with the athletes where you get to learn their personalities. And it's so great. Like last year, the team that won was an Italy team. And it's like the drama was that originally the Italy team was a married couple, but then a girl like aged up into the age bracket to qualify for the Olympics, and the Italian Federation was like, "Hey, she's the best curler in the world. Like literally the best curler. Sure, we're going to win gold for Italy, because like sort of they weren't going to win gold for men's because Sweden is like a powerhouse for men's curling. And so they're like, we're going to win gold and you're going to have her on her team. And he was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to support my wife and da 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 da. And they're like, well, okay, then you cannot be in the Olympics. Sorry. And so then like he immediately caved and was slow, they sort of hated each other the entire time because he was mad that it wasn't his wife. And she was sort of like obviously the powerhouse there. And so it's sort of funny to watch. And they did end up winning gold. So it's so funny to see them argue each other.
Okay, so we have done for this sketch, we've put the tree down here and basically done this with our title is Magic and Joy. And next we are going to just add a few little embellishments and then we will call this page done.
This is so cute, Mom.
Thanks,
Belle. I know I talked over your good work, but
that's okay. It was good.
Beautiful. Oh, look how cute that is.
I know. I think it's pretty cute. Okay, so what I pulled out to use as our
Yeah.
embellishments.
Curling is where the drama is. Also, I love Team Japan for women. So women's Team Japan and like a lot of the Asian countries are like very brand new to curling or like, just because it's like such a European-led sport. And I think uh, they're like a lot of them are getting a new foothold into the curling sphere. And so Team Japan's women's is they're so wonderful to watch because number one, they're extremely good. And number two, like they're so sweet. It's like there's one like because anytime they do a little curling in the same way of Family Feud, they even when the answer is bad, they have to go, good answer, you know? Like anytime, even if it was bad, they go, nice Sue. And like one time like she did it and it was not that good, and she's like, nice Sue.
She's like, yeah, that was not a good one, but I'm
Yes.
supporting you because you're my teammate.
I know, and so it's so good, just to watch them do it. Especially in comparison again, the Swedish team. We call the Swedish teams like the models, the supermodel team, because they all look like supermodels, and they were so serious about it. Um, but oh, and then there was like, okay. So, I think it was Switzerland. Switzerland, they were playing basically a nothing, sort of a thing to figure out where the placements were. So sort of like it wouldn't determine the gold at all or like change if you were going to the medals or not. It was like the final one. And it was Switzerland who did extremely well the last Olympics, but then just completely botched it, like absolutely messed up completely, and like ended up like being on the lower end. But for their last round of the robin would win against Sweden, who ended up winning gold, right? So this is like not a real match, sort of just to figure out where everybody was placed in the long run, right? And so they do this match, and like uh, they end up like winning against the Swedish team, who ends up going for gold, but it doesn't matter. And as soon as the game is done and they realize they won, like the team leader just starts sobbing because he realized as soon as like it was over, like he could have won gold if he just didn't flub up the first few games in the round robin. And just like watching him cry and then watching his team realize he's crying and them start crying was so like such a gut-wrenching thing of like, oh, these poor people, it's sort of like why you watch the Olympics, um, is
Okay.
like watching these human moments.
It is, the Olympics is about human moments. I really want more of those, but I don't have them. Oh, I didn't put enough glue on this one. I really need something up in this corner, and I only pulled out hearts and snowflakes, and I don't like any of those hearts and snowflakes.
Get one of the puffy stickers and just stick it up there.
I am going to look at the puffy stickers and see if there's a puffy sticker I like more. So let's go to the puffy stickers and see if there's a puffy sticker we like.
I really like those puffy stickers, but I love a 3D pic.
I don't like any of those for this. Oh, there's a chipboard. Look at that. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use this chipboard. It has, yes, it does have that as well. This out. We're gonna use this because that's the theme that I've been going for. And then, excellent, excellent.
Yay!
I'm gonna add some glue to that. Oh, what? This one is just not sticking, man. I'm gonna have to use T's trick and get my wet glue out. Okay, so let's compare the sketch to the finished layout. So she had, and I'm going to take all this and throw this in the trash. We had the 3x4 photos. So I've got 4 3x4 photos. We have the tags, the little tags coming around the side. We've got the strip of solid on either side. And then we've got a title with a little embellishment cluster, small embellishment clusters. So we did all of that. It turned out exactly like I wanted it to. The title's a little bit bigger than her title, but I love that over here. And with that, Anna says hi, Belle, by the way. With that, I will have finished the last sketch of 2025. You'll notice the 2026 52-week challenge folder is already up. The 52-week challenges will be posted not next week, but the week after. Next week is the last week for the December challenge, which is the mood board with the khaki and brown colors. So please do that. And then surprise for this coming week on New Year's Eve, there will be a Zoom starting at 9 p.m. to take us into the new year. So if you, like me, are not going anywhere else and want to hang out with the design team and Michelle, you can hang out with us and scrapbook on a live New Year's Eve Zoom. Bring your sparkling beverage and your scrapbook supplies, and let's finish the new year right. So anyway, it was great talking to you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to. Oh, and Tea is live at 8 on Tuesday as well. And thank you for listening. And thank you for listening to Belle's movie reviews. So maybe we'll get her to start her own little channel, movie reviews with Belle. We'll do that separately. And I will talk to all y'all later. Thanks, everybody.